Today's message. Good morning. My name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an author, an addiction recovery coach, a life coach, and the host of this show, the Take Your Life Back Today radio show. You can also see a video version of this if you go to YouTube channel, Take Your Life Back Today show, or just type in my name, Ralf Friedrichs. This morning I want to talk to you about how your words become your reality. You are where you are today in part because of what you've been saying about yourself. Think about that. Words are like seeds. When you speak something out, you give life to what you're saying. If you continue to say it, eventually that can become a reality. Whatever you realize it or not, you are prophesying your future. Friends, this is great when we are saying things like, I'm blessed, I'm strong, I will accomplish my dreams. I'm coming out of debt. That's not just being positive, that you are prophesizing victory, prophesizing success, prophesizing new levels. Your life will move in a direction of your words. But too many people go around prophesizing just the opposite. I'll never get any good breaks. I'll never get back into shape. Business is slow. I'll probably get laid off. Flu season is here. I will always get it. They don't realize that they are prophesizing defeat. It's just like they're calling in bad breaks, mediocrity, lack. The scripture says this: we will eat the fruit of our words. You are planting seed when you talk. At some point you're going to eat that fruit. My challenge is make sure you're planting the right kind of seeds this morning. If you want apples, you have to sow apple seeds. If you want oranges, you can plant cactus seeds, poison ivy seeds, mushroom seeds. You need to plant orange seeds. You're going to reap fruit from the exact seeds that you've been sowing. So make sure whatever you want to happen in life, plant the seeds that correspond with that. In other words, you can't talk negative and expect to live positive life. You can't talk defeat and expect to have victory. You can't talk lack, not enough, can't afford it, never get ahead, and expect to have abundance. If you have a poor mouth, you're going to have a poor life. If you don't like what you're seeing, start sowing some different seeds. Instead of saying, I'll never get well, Ralph, this sickness has been in my family for 3 generations. No, let me give you the right seeds. God is restoring health back into me. This sickness didn't come to stay. It came to pass. I'm getting better and better each and every day. You keep sowing those seeds and eventually, my friends, you'll eat that fruit. Health, wholeness, victory. Instead of saying, I'll never get out of debt, Ralph. I'll never rise any higher. No, I will lend and not borrow. Whatever I touch prospers and succeeds. I'm coming into an overflow, into more than enough. Start sowing seeds of increase, seeds of abundance. No more, I'll never accomplish my dreams. No, I have the favor of God this morning. Blessings are chasing me down. The right people are searching me out. New opportunities, new levels are in my future. If you'll keep talking like that, you'll reap a harvest of good things to come. James said in the scripture, with our tongue we can bless our life or we can curse our life. It's all here and in our heart. Many people don't realize with their words, they are cursing their future. Every time you say, I never get any good breaks, you just cursed your life. I'll never be able to afford that nice house. I'll never break this addiction. I'll never meet the right person. No, stop cursing your future. Sometimes the enemy doesn't have to defeat us. We, my friends, defeat ourselves. Pay attention to what you're saying. Are you blessing your life or are you cursing it? Because you don't want to curse it. You want to bless your life. I knew a person that always was very negative. Every time I asked him what was going on, he had this standard answer. He would always say, not much. I'm just getting old, I'm getting fat, and I'm getting bald. I heard him say that probably 500,000 times. I know he was just kind of kidding, but I wouldn't kid about that. He was one of the stars of a athletic team that I knew, always in great shape, and had this thick curly hair. About 15 years later, when I ran into him in the mall, is when I started talking to him, and he said these things over and over. When I saw him, I nearly passed out. He had prophesied his future. He looked old, fat, and bald. Friends, don't speak that defeat over your life. Our attitude should be, I'm getting younger. God is renewing my youth like the eagles. I'm getting stronger, healthier, better looking. I'm going to keep my hair. I'm going to stay in the right mind. I'm going to live a long, productive, faith-filled life. Don't go around cursing your future. Start blessing your life. Prophesy good things. And you know what? Even if you do become overweight and bald, it's because God made you as a miracle that way. There's a young person on staff that I have. Every morning before she leaves her house, she looks in the mirror and says, "Girl, you're looking good today." I saw her one time and asked her if she was still doing it. And she said, yeah, Ralph. In fact, today when I looked in the mirror, I said, "Girl, some days you look good, but today you look even better." Now that is sowing the seed of positivity. Why don't you stop criticizing yourself this morning, talking about all the things you don't like, how you're getting too old, too wrinkled, too this, too that. Stop cursing your life and start blessing your life. Start calling yourself healthy, strong, talented, beautiful, young. Every morning before you leave the house, look in that mirror and say, "Good morning, myself. You are looking good today." That is positive. Don't say another time that you're going to have an issue. Start declaring, "No weapon formed against me will ever prosper. I will live out my days in good health, with a clear mind, with good memory, with clarity of thought. My mind is alert, my senses are sharp. My youth is being renewed." You've got to prophesy health. Prophesy a long, productive life. Your words will become your reality, so be careful in what you say. One time I was working on my garage door back when I couldn't get it to go up or down. I was kind of frustrated. I didn't even realize a child was there, but underneath my breath, I said, "This thing is never going to work." I was negative about it. I heard this little voice speak up. "You're going to have what you say." I thought, it's terrible when children believe your message. This little child truly believed that this was never going to work. In Proverbs 6, it says, "We are snared by the words of our mouth." Snared means to be trapped. Your words can trip you up, but what you say can cause you to stumble. It can keep you from your potential. You're not snared by what you think. Negative thoughts come to us all. When you speak them out, you give them life. That's when they become reality. When you say, "I'll never get back in shape," it becomes more difficult. You just made it harder. When you say, "I never get any good breaks," that stops the favor that was ordained for you. If you say, "I'm not that talented, I don't have a good personality," that is setting the limits of your life. That is called mediocrity. You may have been snared in the past, but trapped by your words. But I believe this is a new day. I declare you are coming out of that trap right now. Every chain is being loosened. Every stronghold is coming down. No weapon formed against you is going to prosper. Now you have got to do your part. Start speaking victory over life. Speak increase. Dare to declare God's favor. Be bold to call in those things you are dreaming about, those things you are believing for. Don't use your words to describe a situation. Use your words to change that situation. Change it this morning. In Matthew chapter 6, Jesus was talking about worry. He said, "Take no thought saying, what we shall eat, what shall we drink." Notice the phrase, take no thought saying. The negative thoughts will come. The key is to not say them. A thought will still die if you don't speak it. Jesus was saying, you may feel worried. It may seem like it's never going to happen, but take no thought, saying, don't verbalize it. Don't get trapped by your words. That's what it's about. Even though thoughts were racing through my mind again and again, I was smart enough to keep my mouth closed. I kept a big smile on my face, acted like it was no big deal. I knew if I wouldn't verbalize those negative thoughts, eventually they would die stillborn. It's one thing to think that it's impossible, but when you start telling people it's impossible, it takes on a whole new meaning. You may think, I'll never break this illness. I'll never get well. I'll never meet the right person. Those thoughts come to all of us. You can't stop that. Friends, my challenge is don't give up and don't give them life by speaking them out. Don't go call your friends and tell them how it's going to happen. I told our team, I don't see a way, but I know God has a way. He didn't bring us this far to leave us. My report was, God is supplying all of our needs. The funds are coming in. It may look impossible on paper, but God, all things are possible. Through God, all things are possible. I knew better than to curse my future. I didn't want to get trapped by my words. I knew if I kept prophesying the right things, increased favor more than enough, then we would start moving toward our goals. In the tough times, you have to especially be on guard. It's very tempting to vent your frustration and tell people how the loan didn't go through, how bad the medical report was, and how these people just didn't treat you right, but continually talking about the problem. That's not only going to make you more discouraged, but you giving that problem more life. You're making it bigger. Turn it around. Don't talk about the problem. Talk about the solution. Talk about the promise. Instead of, oh man, I got this big challenge. No, I serve a big God. He spoke worlds into existence. Nothing too difficult is for God. Instead of, oh, I didn't get the promotion. God passed over again. Another disappointment. No, I know when one door closes, that means God has something better. He's going to open that other door. He's directing my steps. I'm excited about my future. Instead of, oh, I'll never meet the right person, Ralph. I'm too old. It's been too long. No, something good is going to happen to me. Divine connections are coming my way. Well, I heard you got a bad medical report. Yes, that's true. But I have another report. It says God is restoring health back unto me. Well, I heard those people did you wrong. Yes, but I'm not worried. God is my vindicator. He's fighting my battles. He's promised to give me beauty for ashes. Friends, see, in life there are always two voices vying for your attention. The voice of faith and the voice of defeat. You'll hear the voice saying like I did, the problem's too big, it's not going to work out, just accept it. You'll be tempted to worry, to be negative, to complain. But if you listen carefully, you'll hear another voice, the voice of faith, saying God has a way. Favors are coming. Healing is coming. Breakthroughs are coming. One voice will tell you you've reached your limits. You've gone as far as you can go. You don't have what it takes. The other voice, you are well able. You can do all things through the power of Christ. Your best days are still in front of you. That is the voice, my friends, this morning that I want you to hear. Here's the beauty. You get to choose which voice comes to life. The way you do it is by how you speak it. When you verbalize that thought, you're giving the right to come to pass. Call me at 844-405-HELP. Together, you and I, we can help each other take our lives back. Be good to yourselves. Always be good to each other. Remember, a simple smile to a total stranger can change that stranger's life. It can change your life. Through God, all is possible. John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave us his only son. Remember that, and may God bless each and every one of you, and we'll talk to you later. Take good care. Bye-bye now.